Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another installment of New Ambassadors Interview Series. I would love to give you the number, but I don't remember, so that's not happening. We are here with Ben Dworken. Ben, say hi.
Hi, how are you?
So Ben's with, I think you've been with the company since the very beginning, yes?
Well, I first heard of New Ambassadors in 2019, in June of 2019, when I saw Blurring Boundaries. Uh,
Okay.
One of the company members, John Pena Griswold, invited me to the event on Facebook, and I said to myself, "Oh my God, this sounds interesting. I really got to go to this." And then I walked into the Crane Theater, and oh my goodness, it was the most amazing event I've seen.
Oh,
and
wow.
I got to meet Mandy Murphy and Maria Lane O'Brien and you and David Dill, the artistic director, and you guys have so much creativity. I can't even believe it. And I
Very
said to
cool.
myself, this may change my life. You never know.
That's
So
that's one of the questions. How did you get started? Which is great. So yeah, I didn't realize that was. I thought we knew you from before that, but maybe not. Had you
well,
been in
I,
the
I
lobby
I
before?
met David Gill at Secret Theater back in January of 2019 for the Long Island City One Act Play Festival, where
Got it.
Jennifer Downs performed, I believe. But you know,
Yeah.
I met him
Thank you.
briefly, but it was just a faded memory. And then I officially met David Gill at Blurring Boundaries. So it was such an amazing thing to witness.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's one of our questions. So it's easy. I bet Ben didn't know the question beforehand, but I said, he'll be fine. So let's start with another question, which is, how did you get started acting? How did that all come about?
Well, when I was young, for those of you who don't know, I am diagnosed with high functioning autism, and one of my gifts that I was born with was the ability to create, the ability to act. So my first ever memory of acting was in the second grade when I was the host of Quizorama, which was a segment for the my grammar school's variety shows. It was such an amazing thing to do. I got to dress up in my tuxedo and and ask trivia questions to the student body, like one Friday a month. It was such an amazing thing. And as I got to grow, I mean, I said to myself, hey, acting is the thing for me, and the arts are the thing for me. I mean, I got to grow like in high school. It was just an amazing thing. Like I got to be in the musicals in high school, and it was I really loved every moment of it. So
That's great. So like now we know how you got started with New Ambassadors, how you started acting. What has been your experience so far with New Ambassadors? Because I know you're doing some writing and everything too, right?
well, my experience with New Ambassadors has been such the most amazing experience I've had during my 5 years in New York. Well,
Wow, that says a lot.
I mean, my first time was Blurring Boundaries, and I got to go to the Gray Mare restaurant afterwards with all the cast and crew. And I should mention this, but Jennifer Downs and John Pena Griswold kept me out very late until 1 a.m. in the morning with all of you, because you guys really wanted to get to know me, and I really appreciated it. So it was such an amazing thing. I have amazing memories of my first night with you guys. I got to videotape some funny moments. Like I got to take pictures.
Yeah, you're definitely is social. You are a social butterfly. You are all over social media. If you don't know Ben,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
everywhere.
it's just you know. And then I got to witness the play labs for New Ambassadors. I missed the first one accidentally because I had to do another event, and I realized I screwed up my schedule. But I was racing over to the Brazen Tavern afterwards to catch you guys, and missed you. But I got to attend the next one, and like I haven't. It was even more fun then. Like,
Terrific.
and I said to myself, "Hey, I got to be a company member. I really got to do that because my experience with acting in my first 5 years in New York has been quite a challenge because I wasn't able to get the roles that I've really been vying for. I've spent some of my time in theater productions and theater companies that were neurodiverse. So, I got to spend time on the stage with some neurodiverse people like myself. And I said to myself, I got to grow with this. I got to do more. I got to do stuff that regular people, normal, like neurotypical people would do?
Well, you're normal to us. Everything about you is just like everybody else, but we're really happy to have you. On that subject, what is your dream role? Do you have one? I mean, not everybody does. Is there a role that you're like dying to play?
That's a good question. I have two answers for that.
Okay.
My dream role is like to play the lead in a original production, original short production, like in either Blurring Boundaries or Heartbroke or Fear Fest and my other dream role is to take a creative lead in New Ambassadors and come up with new ideas to help New Ambassadors grow. Because I was ready to come up with those ideas, and then COVID-19 happened, and then I said to myself, gives me time to think, but I hope to be a creative leader in New Ambassadors at some point. Like, come up with ideas to help New Ambassadors grow. Like, help bring new people in and come up with ideas for people to blossom. You know?
Absolutely. I mean, I know COVID happened, but don't worry. We're still working. We're still doing whatever we can, and we will continue to.
Yeah. I mean, my hope is that when we're back in person, when we're back in person, we have the most amazing seasons of New Ambassadors that there ever was. You
I'm
know?
sure we will.
Because I have ideas. Because like New Ambassadors has been like an amazing experience for me, and I trust you guys as a company to be a safe place to exercise my art. Like I got to present one of my short plays, Just Like a Tattoo, in November at the Play Lab, and it was the most amazing experience I've had. Like the whole day leading up to it was the most amazing day I had because I was so excited to present my work, and you know it was great. It was great.
That's really wonderful. So here's another question for you. If you hadn't become an actor, if the acting bug hadn't bitten you, what would you do? What would have been your other career? Did you have one?
Oh my God, that I'm totally glad you asked that. Like, I feel like acting chose me in a sense because I don't see myself in any other career path. Like, I have a day job at an accounting firm called Ernst and Young, and it's not really what I need in life. I mean, I just feel like acting is for me. Acting, playwriting, being a creative producer. I mean, it's just, yeah, yeah.
That's great. That's really great. Let's see. One final question. Uh, if you know the play The Producers?
I've heard of it. I mean, I know
Oh, you
a
don't know
little
the
bit.
story
I mean, I know the song "I Want to Be a Producer."
I was going to tell you, like, with an accounting firm, do you think you could help us cook the books to make a show a big success if we needed to?
Maybe I don't see why not.
Why not, right? Whatever we got to do to be successful.
Yeah. I mean, like I only work in the mailroom at Ernst and Young, so
Well, we're going to have you doing all kinds of stuff as far as creatively, and maybe you can even help us on the fundraising side since you have a background at Ernst and Young. I think that's a great idea.
well, I only work in the mailroom, but it's just but I mean, I just deliver mail every day at Ernst and Young.
No problem. That's that. Hey, that's a start. We all start from somewhere.
Yeah.
Great, great talking to you, Ben. I'm looking forward to the time when we all see each other again in person. Hopefully that's sooner than later. And yeah, thank you for spending some time. I know that sounds silly. I mean, all we got is time, right? But are you still out in Connecticut?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm here in Connecticut in my beautiful bedroom, with all this
Yeah, but you got a
amazing
pool and a
luxury.
jacuzzi. You got a pool and jacuzzi and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I mean, my promise to new ambassadors is you guys will come out to Connecticut and witness this amazing.
We want to. We really would love that. That'd be great to have a pool party on Connecticut.
Yeah, hopefully next year. Hopefully next year. Maybe
Hopefully
not
next
this year, but next year.
All right. Thank you so much, Ben. Ben DWORKEN, everybody. Thank you. And I'll talk to everybody soon. All right. Signing off. Thanks.